Bridgewater stepped in and went 5-0 for the Saints. Does that mean they're a pretty good football team, quarterback or not?
Yeah.
Yes. 5-0, and he won at Seattle, did Teddy Bridgewater. And he beat my Cowboys, and then he beat the Bucs, won at the Jags, and won at the Bears. That's pretty great. That kept them afloat. So you got to give him about half the credit for the Saints, who are in position maybe to win home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't even put Drew Brees in this mention.
Okay, and Drew Brees did have the one game against Atlanta 3 games ago at home. He wasn't very good in that game. He had a QBR of 24, scale 0 to 100, and 3 times they went in the red zone, and 3 times they came away with field goals, and they lost 26-9 to Atlanta. Rematch tonight in Atlanta. We'll discuss later.
As well.
Yep.
Okay, now back to Aaron Rodgers. My quarterback has had the best QBR in all of football for the whole year. Aaron Rodgers has struggled down in the middle of the pack the whole year. My quarterback had a 15 QBR, which is pretty disastrous, but it was at New England last week on a day in which it was driving rain the whole day with 30-mile-an-hour gusts and temperatures plunging to 35 degrees in the fourth quarter. And my quarterback still threw for 110 in the fourth quarter, including a big drop by Jason Witten and a ball that should have been caught by the guy ranked by Pro Football Focus going into the game as the best receiver in football.
Stop saying that.
So if you give him those two, man, he might have had 150 yards passing in the fourth quarter. Is that good?
150 yards with an L?
Wow, that's pretty. He might have had the dub.
No, we won't get no dubs. Stop
it. It started to feel like dubs to me.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so the point is, these are what Dak is still doing. Regardless of what he did at New England or didn't do, he still leads the whole league in yards passing. He's number 2 in passes for first downs. That's pretty great, right? He's number 2 in pass plays of 20-plus yards, so your whole Dink and Dak myth has just been completely destroyed this year. And he's ranked number 2 in the whole league in catchable passes. Do I need to even start on Aaron Rodgers in all these categories? 17th, 11th, 12th, 17th.
What's his record?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
You do know his record. It's better than the Cowboys.
I'm talking about quarterback performance this year.
Well, Skip,
because they are winning in spite of him.
Skip, your guy is 6-5. So how good has his performance been if they've lost 5 games?
When your defense lets you fall in holes of 31-3 and 21-3, it's hard to climb out of those holes, and he's almost done it twice.
But hold on. I noticed you didn't mention anything about Aaron Rodgers' defense on that Sunday night game when San Francisco blasted him. You didn't mention anything about the defense. You said Aaron Rodgers played bad. So now every time something goes wrong with the Cowboys, you excuse Dak Prescott's performance and place it on Jason Garrett's terrible.
Glad you brought up
Zeke
that
Elliott
San
can't run.
Francisco
The
game.
defense, yes.
Because Aaron Rodgers against the 49ers had a QBR of 9 on a scale of 0 to 100. He threw for a grand total of 104 yards. He got sacked 5 times. It was the second worst QBR of Week 12.
Yeah.
Which leads me back to the game a few weeks earlier. At Chargers, he had a grand total QBR of 14, and it was the worst QBR of Week number 9 in the NFL. Those are 2 horrendous games. My quarterback has never even sniffed games like that in his whole career. Hasn't had anything like that.
Okay, but Skip, let me
those are 2 games, and Aaron Rodgers is officially disqualified off those 2 games.
Well, help me understand this. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, your quarterback is getting 85s, getting 90s, and they're catching L's. He comes, sees me at my restaurant, and I give him a nice bottle of, that new Hennessy. They sent me a bottle of Hennessy. Still only made 100 bottles of them. Started bringing it out here today, but I'm saving it for Sunday when I celebrate LeBron getting this triple-double, and I win my bet. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Skip, your guy getting 80s and 90s.
First bet you've ever won on this show. Maybe I'll say.
Don't worry about that. You ain't celebrating.
We should call off the show and have a party.
No, we're not having anything.
Downtown, let's throw a parade.
I'm not celebrating anything with you. But my thing is, what I'm having trouble understanding is that your guy can have an 80 or 90 QBR and lose, and you'll point to, but look at his QBR. I'm about wins and losses. So what good is that 15? Okay, if Aaron, because Tom Brady had a 26 in the Super Bowl and they won, and that's all you talk about.
To you about football. See, there are 22 people who.
Oh, now there's 22.
Yeah, 22, because once upon a time you went played defense and offense, so you could say there were more 11 to 15 guys playing.
Okay.
But now it's 22 guys play.
When did they start playing? When did they start doing this?
And you know what? I do think they should have let Dak play defense because I think he'd be really
How
good.
about he play quarterback?
Play linebacker.
How about he play quarterback?
Safety.
He's just not starting to play that okay. So let's just focus on this, and then maybe down the road at a later date in time, we'll let him switch over and play safety. But right now, we want him to master the quarterback because considering he's 6-5, that's what he is. And against winning teams, he has what? 5 touchdowns and 6 picks. Is that good, Skip?
My defense is ranked 15th in the NFL. 15th.
Skip.
It's hard to overcome that.
Skip, what I just want to know this. Help me understand this.
Okay, help me out.
Okay.
What do these numbers scream to you about Dak versus Aaron Rodgers? Aaron's your guy. He's transcended. He is the greatest thrower of the football ever, and my guy has outplayed him in every way, shape, and form.
No, he has not.
Yes.
And what's Aaron's record?
Okay, but it's a team game. in the end.
So now it became
No,
a
I'm
team.
talking about quarterback versus quarterback.
But this is what-
it's not even close.
Skip,
it's a joke.
but-
You've lost.
No,
it's over.
Here's the thing, Skip. This is what me and the fans that's watching at home have a hard time understanding.
How do you know? How do you speak for the fans?
Because
watching?
they speak for me. They call me. We DM. We talk all the time.
That's what I thought.
I'm a freak.
I don't
freak.
do that. But
Well, I do.
I think they're smarter than this.
I do this.
Yeah, I have more respect for them than you do.
No, you don't. No, you
Their
don't.
intellect.
You don't value them because
Yeah.
you don't communicate with them.
Their
You don't
sports
follow
IQ.
anybody.
I
You
know.
don't talk to
They're smart.
anybody.
Yep.
So I have more respect for my
Yeah.
fans, and that's why they love Unk. But anyway, as I was saying,
Unk?
Yes. Why is it?
Two people love on.
No, a lot of people love Unk. But that's neither here nor there. Can you let me finish my point? This is what I'm having a hard time understanding. And the people at home, they say, Shannon, can you ask Skip this? I said, sure, I ask him tomorrow. They ask me. Why is it that when Dak or Tom Brady plays bad, it's a team game? But when they play good, you talk about, look at my quarterback. Look at the game-winning drive. Look at the QBR. It's only a team game when they lose.
Show me where Dak has played badly this year. Show me one. Show me one. Where you say that was awful.
Minnesota.
Oh, stop
New Orleans.
it. He was extraordinary against Minnesota.
Skip.
One of the best games he's ever played.
Skip.
What do you mean?
Let me ask you a question, Skip.
Okay, do you remember what happened? It was 2nd and 2 at the 11, and they went, hand it to Zeke, throw it to Zeke? What?
Let me, for the people at home, if let's just say you got $1 million in the bank, but every time you go to get it out, they say, no, you can't touch it. You can't have it. That's what Dak did, Skip. When I needed him to get the ball into the end zone, he can't do it.
No, the coaches took it out of his hands.
Oh, my God.
Let him run a quarterback draw. Let him run a zone read keeper. Let him roll out and throw
He
it.
had the perfect opportunity to use his legs on Sunday. They play in man coverage. They turn their back.
Just remember, I'm not going to leave this Minnesota alone because, remember, they start 1st and 10 from their 6-yard line, and he throws them all the way to 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 11. And you thought, I know you're just sitting there going, oh, my God, I'm not going to survive
I
this.
was worried.
I'm
I was
sure you were
worried.
Don't worry about it. But hold on.
Yeah,
What
and
good is
2nd
that?
and 2 at the 11, and I am dumbfounded to watch them go, hand it for 0 to Zeke, hand it for -3 to Zeke, throw it to Zeke? Are you kidding me
Skip.
on 4th down?
Well, help me understand this. What good is that, Skip? I once called a place, Jenny. I said, well, how late do you stay open? They said, we're open for another 30 minutes. I drive, get my car, woo, woo, woo.
Is that how you drive?
Woo, get there, and they close. I did all that for nothing. He drove from the 6 to the 11 and got what?
You were late. Time had run out.
He was late.
Yeah.
Time had run out.
They did not close early. You just didn't get there on time.
Exactly.
My quarterback had arrived right on time, and all of a sudden, Jason Garrett, who should have been fired 5 years ago,
Skip.
did it again.
Skip, stop doing that.
5 years
Why
ago.
is it, Skip? Why is it everybody's fault when the Cowboys lose, except Dak? It's Zeke, it's the defense,
Well,
it's Jason
if you can
Garrett.
show me a game where it was his fault, I'll take it.
Skip, you said they start from behind. In 8 of the 11 games, they started from behind. He is the quarterback when they start from behind, not just when they finish.
So, against Minnesota that night, he drove
14-0.
He drove it 3 straight times into Minnesota territory.
And what'd he get?
Yeah, well, the defense just collapsed.
Oh, hold on.
Minnesota's
Skip,
really good.
Skip,
Have you noticed? They're really
Skip,
good.
We had the same discussion, if I'm not mistaken, in 2016, when First Cousin threw for 440-something yards, got the ball into the red zone and couldn't punch it in. You didn't mention anything about Washington defense letting Dak go 4 for 4 in the red zone.
4 for 4.
Exactly. And that's what my first cousin did. My first cousin went 4 for 4.
Now it's your first cousin.
Oh,
I'm
Kim
so
Folk.
glad
That we call him at the crib, Kim Folk Kurt.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Wait until games that really matter happen.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
We've got one coming up.
Well, we got Distant Dak.
Yeah.
Oh, Distant Dak is our cousin, too. He distant, though.
Coming off a bye. He's
Here we go.
rested.
Did you,
guys.
Skip, did you know Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers were actually 6 cousins?
I did
Really?
not.
He did not know at the time of the filming, but they are actually 6
Wow, that's
cousins.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why the old distant cousin.
Seen that yet?
No, I'm going to see it.
I would like to see it as well. It's supposed to be really good, but you can't go wrong with Tom Hanks movies, right?
I'll
He
take
is the best.
I'll take The Irishman, but that's just me.
I'm going to see Queen and Slim too.
Okay.
Jeez, the movie buffs around here. Considering we're talking about the Cowboys, I think we should dig a little deeper and discuss Jason Garrett. How much is he to blame for the Cowboys'
Good.
6 and
Let him
5?